Well, it's the day before the big Show Me Pro-Am Part 2. I'm out here digging with some of the stars. I know KG and Ringy are up there someplace. We got Gypsy Jules here someplace. We got Pat right here in front of me. Mike Dugan, Lance. It's just going to be a party. We're on a little private dig today. And we were here yesterday for maybe 45 minutes. I dug a 3-ringer right up there and a wheat penny in 1940. Several other people here that were here dug bullets. Several buffaloes were dug, and we were just surprised at the way the coins are coming out of the ground. They're just pristine, and I've never seen this before until yesterday. But a couple of buffaloes were dug, and they came out silver. I just popped that. Look at that. That's a buffalo. And look how shiny that is. That's not even brown. Not brown on the other side either. That is amazing. This is just the beginning. We got 2 more days. All right, next plug. Ooh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Next plug coming up. Well, I've worked way over here to another field. Everybody else is over there behind that pond bank in that other field. That's where I found the nickel, was right over there. Come over here to this field. Dug a modern bullet, and somewhere right over in there. Worked right up through here and got a nice 56 signal. And look what I got right there. You see it? 54. No, that's probably a 58 caliber. Boy, that sure is pretty. That never gets old. Hopefully. Still in this field. Right over there is where I just found that 3-ringer, that 58 caliber. Worked my way around, came over this way. Got another signal on the vortex. Popped my plug, and you can probably see it down in there if you look real close. Right down in there. Broke that open, and that thing just popped straight up and fell right back in the hole. Look at that. Woo, baby, I love it. Another 58 caliber. Well, I had to work my way back to the truck. It's getting hot. It's supposed to get up to around 80 today, and humid. I think we got Lance and Pat down there, a few other people up here. I got my first coin, well, my second coin of the day, and I don't know what it is. Boy, is it green. Look at that. Pat found an 1867 Hold Indian yesterday. That was down the hill there. Let's see what we got here. I'm hoping for an Indian, but the way it's looking zinky. Almost zinky. Tell you what, let me get a brush on this and I will be right back. Well, it didn't take too long. Find out that was a wheat penny. You can probably see the 1 right there, the ON. I turned it over, scratched where I thought the date should be, and found out I was in the wrong corner of the coin. And I still don't have a date. It's still pretty crusty. I will try to show you a better picture of it if it's worth looking at. I'm getting tired. I haven't made it very far from the truck. Working my way down along this tree line, trying to get in above these weeds and stuff, just bouncing the coil off the edge of them. Got a nice 52 signal, and that's what I got right there. Now, Sean was here earlier, and right over there, he dug a poker chip, Civil War poker chip, and I believe that's what I've got here. I cleaned it off a little bit thinking I had a coin there, as thick as that was. But that's a piece of lead. Civil War poker chip. Probably about the 3rd one I've ever dug. This is the flattest one I've ever dug. Awesome.
The same winner is going to get a Motel 6 key. Check to see if you lost it. They found it at Trails End.
This I found in the middle of the road. Jonathan James Dowler. Yeah, that's your face.
All right.
nighttime hunt. This is a free hunt. There is a 40-acre field out there in front of those people. It's full of tokens for prizes, cash prizes, silver. It's gonna be a fun time. It's a nighttime hunt. All you can carry with you is just your metal detector and a pinpointer. No digging. Everything will be on the surface. Looks like it's gonna be fun. Look at everybody out there.
Wow.
I bet there's 300 plus people out there in that field.
Yeah.
Goes behind this truck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. I've never seen nothing like this.
Kind of pretty.
It is. It is.
Kind of pretty.
Yeah.
Well, it's day one of the Show Me Pro-Am treasure hunt. Look who I got with me today.
Hey.
JP. JP was digging right over there. He looked like he had a confused look on his face, like he has something, but he's not sure. And, Chris Barks right here, he dug a breastplate last year in this field, or the field behind us. And JP just dug that. Woo, baby! That's nice,
right.
buddy.
Boom.
We got a $5 bet amongst
$5 bet.
most of us here, and I'd say that's right now
That's right
in
now.
the lead.
Yep.
Good job, man.
Thanks, bud. Thanks.
More out here. There is 300 of us out here hunting, not in this field, but there's 3 other fields back up that way. Old homestead right up there. Let's see, we got Mike Dugan here. I think Lance is over there in the orange shirt. Pat Boyd's right there. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Good day. Next plug coming up. I'll have to do this pretty quick. My battery's about dead, but I'm right here in the middle of this road. This is just down from the infamous crossroads at this hunt. And I'm right here in the middle of the road. Looks like I got that looks like a Sharps variant. Yep, solid base. Awesome. Woo-woo. I think we're running. I don't know. Hopefully we are. It says record.
Okay.
JP's got a good 3-ringer sound here in the
it's a good
right,
3-ringer
just within inches of the surface. No missing it. They come out white, white, white. Yeah, looky there.
Lucky there, baby.
All right. Well, let's get out of there, bud.
Yeah.
That looks like a Sharps variant too. Yes, sir. Be solid base. Yep. Look at that, bud. Awesome.
Beautiful drop.
Way to go.
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, next plug. Still working in the middle of the road, right behind JP. Look what I got. Ooh, that's a nice pistol bullet. Yes, sir. I don't know. I'll have to check that, but that could be modern. But again, that could be Civil War. It's got the look for it.
Patina.
Yeah. All right. Next bullet coming up. All right, I'm working my way. We got Lance behind me, JP, and Ron Simmons back there in the yellow. We're all finding a few bullets right in here. I thought I would hit this old stump right here, and got a signal on this side of it, and just about 4 inches deep. Can you see it? Impacted 3-ringer right there. Woo! Well, that hit hard. I love natural. Boy, that's awesome. Mike Dugan right there. Look, we're at a new spot. This place is oops, sorry about the radio. Can't turn it down. Old homestead way back there. A lot of people are hitting that. Lance is back there someplace. And let's see, we've dug a few three ringers. This is pretty much virgin property, hadn't been dug, and a lot of military history, Civil War history here. Nice farmstead. I got my first bullet off this property, and that's right there. That is a 45. Looks like a Colt, maybe. Giddy boy. Look who I run in today. KG.
Yeah, brother.
I just watched him dig a three ringer right over there. Mike just told me to come over here and listen to this, and he gave it to me, and I just popped this out of the hole. Look at that.
All right. Good.
Yay.
Good. Good to see you, man.
I have been hoping to dig one of these all day, and I finally dug one. There it is right there, you can see it. It looks like it's falling apart, so I got to be very gentle with it and bring out the good box to put that in. But I am guessing that is probably general service. Yep, I see the shield, I see the eagle. There's the back, still got the eyelet. Shank. I will try to get a better picture of that here in a little bit. I got to put this in the special box. Boy, that's brutal. All right, JP and I hooked back up. He's got him tone. See some white. No, look at that. Oh, yes, sir. Look at that. That's a Williams cleaner, buddy.
Check that out.
How about that? That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
That's really cool. Good job, man. Yeah, that was only like 2 inches deep.
Yeah. Wow, that's a thumper.
Yeah, it is. Good job, bud.
Yeah.
Right there is where I just dug that general service valve. I am maybe less than 8 feet away. There's a 69 fired. Look at the size of that bullet. Wow.
I need to talk to her for a second.
You know, that might be a 58. And it's just squished. But, wow. Got a good spot here. Crossed over the fence from that seeded field over there. That's like field number 8. Pat Boyd right there. He's trying to find a way to get over to the field. JP is somewhere up there. I believe we've got Murray in the field from Duck Family Treasure. I think I'm pronouncing that right. That might be Murray. Yeah, there's Murray right there. Down there by the gate. We'll have to stop and talk to him sometime here shortly. Anyways, came over here. This is natural. This was a Union encampment in this area. And came over, thought I'd work up here along the fence row. And it paid off. That is a fired 3-ringer. They've been finding a lot of infields over here. So that's something to look for. But that one's pretty impacted. I'm still happy to have it. It's natural. Let's move on. Well, that's where I just dug that impounded 3-ringer. Walked about 10 feet over here. You can probably see it shining right up there. That is another 3-ringer. Not sure the size. Look at that. I was talking and didn't even have the camera on, so I'll try to repeat what I just said. Right over there is where I just found that 3-ringer you just saw. Here comes Pat Boyd. Came over here. Got a nice 66 signal on the Vortex. It's between 66 and 69. These normally ring up around 66. It couldn't have been more than an inch deep. I am in 0 mode. I've got my iron discrimination set up to 30. And I'm happy with that. It's working for me. I found buttons yesterday and all kinds of things. But, this is paying off. Working up this way. Working up towards that house. Pat was just right down there where I dug 2 3-ringers, and he jumps up. It's a large scent. Look at that. Hold 18, 17. Way to go, bud. That's Missouri. That's your second one on this trip.
No, that's
natural.
awesome.
That is definitely not seeded.
Yeah, it was just laying against that root. That's
awesome, bud.
oh. Woo.
I apologize for the breeze. It is day 3. The day after the Show Me Pro Am. Mitch has invited a few of us to come back out here for kind of a private hunt. A lot of stuff was found in this field. Right up there I just found a button, just the front of it. Let's see if I can find that here for you. Oh, there it is. That's a pretty fancy little button. A little gold gilt still on it. Came through here, got a 66, 65 signal on the Vortex, and I just popped the plug open, and that's the kind of thing you want to see. Look at that. I don't know if it's a round ball. I'm thinking it's a round ball. Yep, it sure is. It's my first big round ball. Look at that ramrod mark on the top there. That's awesome. I was just actually heading back to the truck. I've got a 3-hour drive ahead of me, and it's already 2 o'clock. So I will see if I can find anything between here and there. And if not, then you'll be watching a video up to this point. Well, I probably hadn't walked more than 5 feet from that round ball. I got me a 3-ringer. I'm not quite sure what kind that is. Oh, that's a modern shotgun type slug. Oh, dadgummit. Can't win them all.